Hi, and welcome to an episode of Anything But Authentic, where I make crazy fusion food that is anything but authentic. Today, I'll be making an easy but incredibly tasty appetizer, tteokbokki deviled eggs. If you're a fan of tteokbokki, you know that this recipe would be a guaranteed win. Otherwise, if you're not familiar, tteokbokki, a spicy stir-fried rice cake, is a popular Korean street food that typically consists of rice cakes, fish cakes, eggs, and a sauce commonly made from a spicy pepper paste called Gochujang. When I visited South Korea in the winter, tteokbokki was definitely the hot option for food, as it provided the right amount of heat and spiciness to warm my body. Since egg is often included in tteokbokki, it's definitely fitting that I make a deviled egg version of this recipe. Deviled eggs, originally from Italy, are hard-boiled eggs that have been shelled, cut in half, and filled with a paste made from the egg yolks mixed with other ingredients such as mayonnaise and mustard. Similar to tteokbokki, it is often eaten as an appetizer or snack, usually for holidays or parties, since they're relatively easy to make and look very fancy. And with that, let's get started. For this recipe, you need half a tablespoon of hot pepper flakes, 1 tablespoon of sugar, sesame seeds, a quarter cup of gochujang or red pepper paste, 10 pieces of rice cakes, 4 large anchovies, 10 jumbo-sized eggs, a small sheet of dried kelp, 1 scallion, and 2.5 cups of water. Let's start with prepping the ingredients to make the tteokbokki. First, let's remove the heads and intestines of the anchovies. Then, rinse the rice cakes in cold water. Since I'm going to top the deviled eggs with rice cakes, and since I like smaller pieces on my deviled eggs, I'm going to chop the rice cakes up in half. Finally, chop up the scallion. Then, in a saucepan on medium-high heat, add the water, dried anchovies, and dried kelp and boil for 15 minutes. Afterward, remove the dried anchovies and kelp from the stock and add in the gochujang, hot pepper flakes, and sugar. Then give it a little mix. Once everything is well mixed, add the rice cake. Stir the mixture gently with a wooden spoon. Keep stirring until the rice cake turns soft and the sauce thickens, which should take about 10 to 15 minutes. Then fish out the rice cakes into a separate bowl and set them aside. Then we move on to boiling the eggs. There are many different methods when it comes to boiling eggs, but I found this method to work best for me. First, bring a pot of water to a full boil. Then, turn the stove off and wait until the water settles. This should help to prevent the eggs from cracking. Then, gently lower the eggs into the boiling water and boil on high for 30 seconds. Afterward, set the stove to low, cover the pot, and let it simmer for around 12 minutes. Once it's done cooking, gently place them in an ice bath and let it cool down for around 15 minutes. Once it's done cooling, crack the top and bottom of the eggs, then roll the eggs around to crack all sides. It should be very easy to peel off at this point. Once all the eggs are peeled, cut them in half lengthwise. Scoop out the yolk and place them in a bowl while placing the whites on a platter. Then, with a fork, mash the yolks really well. Then add the tteokbokki sauce and mix everything together until it's well combined. Afterward, place the egg tteokbokki mixture into a piping bag. Now let's put everything together. Carefully pipe the egg yolks tteokbokki mixture into each egg white. Then add a couple pieces of scallions, followed by a sprinkle of sesame seeds, and top it off with a piece of rice cake. And there you have it! Beautiful, spicy, chewy tteokbokki deviled eggs that are perfect for any occasion. Easy and delicious. I hope you enjoyed this delicious creation. If you did, please feel free to give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and follow me on my social handles if you haven't already. Also, if you have any crazy cooking ideas you'd like me to try, please leave me a comment below. Thank you for grubbing with me, Guber, and I'll see you here next time on Anything But Authentic.